got a bite right here. Oh, I just.
Miguel, get him.
He's there.
Get a couple trout, Miguel.
He's
Get
right
him.
here.
Get him. Set him.
Oh, God.
Get him back in the water.
It's not very deep, real.
Well, it's 8 feet of water.
Okay.
It's hit or miss. It's usually like feast or famine when it comes to trout fishing.
There he is. He's back. He's back. There he is.
Go.
Oh, man, I missed him.
It might be minnows, too. It might not
Could
be
be.
fish. That's definitely not
they
minnow.
set, Joe.
Oh, that's a tiny guy. We're going to let him go, though.
Yep.
He's only about a 7-incher. We're going to let him go.
We're fishing early in the spring right now, and the water is just so cold, and these brook trout are just so beautiful.
Although that's a, look at this. So what do we got?
What is that?
That's a chub minnow. I just hooked a chub minnow.
Backwards.
Backwards.
You called it, did you?
Doesn't get
Yeah.
any better than that.
Yeah.
Get it from, and at first, you know, all we were catching were these minnows, no bigger than 4 or 5 inches. So we kept throwing those ones back, and hopefully we get onto some trout. They're hard to catch.
Some of these chubs are pretty huge. No, shiner minnow one. Shiner chub minnow. So that's going to be a problem, maybe. You know, I don't know why there's so many chubs in here.
What do we got there?
It's a stick.
Oh.
You got a stick there, brother.
Stick roll, Miguel. You got a stick roll. Throw that one back.
We're not putting this one on the front.
Throw that stick roll back into the lake. Put a bomb through this next dead chunk.
Went through a couple of narrow stretches with a lot of weeds, and then boom, the mother hole. You can just see it. It's a beautiful deep hole on a corner with a beaver hut.
And this looks perfect, Travis. We got exactly what you would possibly want. The weeds are all stopped. Right in the corner is usually where the deep holes are at. You got nice rocks on the left, which usually tell you that you got deeper water. You got a beaver hut on the right, which usually tells you you got a lot of feed.
Get that little weed bed coming out of the point around the corner.
The little tiny insects feeds the little tiny minnows, feeds the trout, feeds the fishermen. And it all starts from the beaver. So just remember that.
Miguel, this guy is
Oh, nice, Joe. What do you
another
got?
nice brook trout.
Here's your net.
Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be better off with the net or without the net, but pass me the net. Okay,
What you got there, buddy?
not a nice brook trout.
Oh,
Beauty. Number
beauty.
two. Number two.
Number 2 for the creel.
Beauty.
So
Oh, nice fish, Joe.
he's
Nice
not big, but he's going to be. Now we're pretty well guaranteed we're having a fish fry tonight, guys. And right where we were talking about, exactly where we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
And so where there's one, there's probably more. So let's go see if we can't catch a couple more. Okay, guys?
Fish on, boys. Oh, he's not bad. I don't think he's too bad. He's a little speck.
You need the net, Miguel?
I don't think so. I think I can bring him in right like this. Bring him in a little bit closer.
Lose him. You sure you don't want to net him?
He's not that big. Hey,
It's a perch, buddy.
is it a perch?
It's a perch.
Little perch?
It's a perch.
Oh, nice.
Did you know there was perch here?
I didn't know there was perch here. You got me all excited. That's not going to win.
We just got to this beautiful set of waterfalls. So we've got this idea to take a walk up the waterfalls and do some casting into the pools. I sent Miguel out first, and I don't know if he couldn't see what was going on in the back of the boat, but he pulled the boat up so far out of the water, the back of the canoe sunk, and all of our stuff started sinking.
Miguel got soaking wet there as we almost sunk a minute ago. Let's see if we can get you guys a trout. I saw a little pool up here. I've caught a couple. Let's see if you can get casting in there. That was a fish. That was definitely a fish. That was 100% a brook trout right in there, guys. I guarantee there's at least one, and he's a nice one.
Bigger than a minnow anyways. There's no way it would have been able to carry it across the rapids.
Trout, I would have thought it would have grabbed the whole thing. I feel like it's minnows messing with us in here. Take another cast or two, and then I think we move on.
We're in and out of the canoe here on a bunch of slippery rocks, and I just fell out of the boat, so everyone had a good laugh, but I got to dry off now.
Okay, give me a second. Let me just bail out the canoe again.
This is the second time now in about 30 minutes that Miguel's actually tipped the canoe, and I've had to jump into the river. So now I'm completely soaking wet.
Oh, right in the underwears. That was a bad move. That was a bad move. Okay.
Now you got him all cleaned up and turned in.